Still it's my knees. Welcome back to another Up Summit video. Today I'm with Nathan and Adam. I'm actually in my local area today. Literally, my house is just over there, 2 minutes, in my local woods. We're going to be going up to a small peak, if you can call it that. It might be like just under 300 meters, but it's not too bad. It's literally on my doorstep, so we'll go up there. We've obviously got some cold conditions today. It's like -2, and I'm just going to talk about my plans for the year, and I'll just show you that sometimes you can actually have just as good a time, maybe even better, in your local area if you live somewhere with even some nature nearby, and you don't need to always go to the Lake District and do all this crazy stuff and put yourself in danger. So we're going just kind of up to that hill over there. There you go, there's a better view of where we're going. It's called Baildon Moor. I was hoping we'd get a sunset. The forecast said fully sunny today, and it's literally covered in like a really light cloud, so we'll go up there and we'll see. Yeah, so it's definitely like you can just slide along it. Whoa! Adam, you'll fall and hurt yourself. Don't say I didn't warn you. So yeah, this is my local canal. Come on here for a walk whenever I'm not going out anywhere else. Not too bad, is it? Nice work, Nathan. So you already know, whenever there is iced over water, you've got to go find a rock and chuck it in. Adam's gone up there trying to find some really big rock, but I think this should do the trick. Let's go. It didn't go through it, did it? Have you got a bigger one?
Shall I get a log?
I don't know, I guess a log might work. Right, Adam's found a log. You don't know if you want to. There you go. Adam, we're a bit sure on the morality of chucking a log in the canal, but I don't think it's too bad. It just falls in with it. There we go, that's what we're talking about. Fairly thick though, is that? Right, let's carry on down. We've got the canal here, and then just down here we've got my local river as well, but it's not the nicest river. It's pretty brown and has a load of rubbish in it, to be honest. I wish it were nicer and cleaner so I could go for a swim in it. So this here is, well, what I call the Green Bridge. It's not its official name, but it's a bridge that goes over the river. It didn't used to be so overgrown down there. Had some good times when I was younger, messing about, playing on that. It's like a bit of a sandy beach almost. And here's the river. It's a tiny bit higher than usual, and it's flowing fairly fast. But yeah, like I said, it's not the cleanest river. As you can see, look at all the rubbish in here. Either way though, it's still quite a nice river. Every now and then, if you're lucky, you'll see a kingfisher down here. We have some deer up in the woods up there, so yeah, it's quite good for nature and stuff like that. Right, so we've got onto another field now. It's such hard snow today, like, 'cause it's got so cold. It's like really hard snow. Better than the field being boggy though. I don't know if I've really mentioned it before, but I'm from Bradford. I know, it's a lovely area and you've heard all the good things about it. In this video though, I'm going to show you that Bradford's not as bad as people make out. So today we're about 5 miles outside of the centre of Bradford, and you'll see there are actually some nice areas here. So now we're just entering a little area called Tong Park, which if you've been a long time subscriber since some of my first videos, you might recognise this place. There we go, a little Shetland pony. Looks like a slightly large dog, to be honest. But here you go, this is Tong Park, and this actually was where one of my first videos, what it was called, like, can I cook a steak on the MSR Pocket Rocket? Record it just down there, fully iced over down there though today. There's a couple of golf courses up there which look a bit more like ski slopes today. See, when you're here, it's not too bad at all, is it? Still in the beautiful Bradford. Nice kind of little rolling hills. And we're just going to head up onto that little top, and then we head a bit further back to get to the true point of Baildon Moor. It is just such hard snow, is this? It's almost like ice. Ah, nice wet ass. That's quite a nice little rocky outcrop, isn't it? Jump. Jump off. Head first. No, don't actually jump. Don't actually. I'm gonna jump. Well, I don't. Adam might. He's an idiot. In the very distance, you can't really make it out because it's a bit foggy, but you've got Leeds somewhere over there. Well, there is always going to be a reminder you're in Bradford. People have been on a golf course with a quad bike drifting. You can't get rid of some things wherever you are in Bradford. And here he comes. Honestly, coming up here, it's a bit of a walk. It's a little bit tiring, like when you're in snow that's fairly deep, constantly having to pull your feet out of it and slipping backwards. Deep is this, but I was not going through it. Let's see if we can go through it. No, it's rock hard. I'm pretty sure it's deep though. So like I said earlier, I'm going to be discussing some of my plans for 2025. I'll have my 2024 video, like a highlights video. That'll be coming out in a couple of weeks. I just need to get around to editing it. It takes quite a while to go through all my videos from last year. But this year, I want to try do even more if I can do. I know at some point I probably am going to need to get a job, because obviously I'm not making much money at all from YouTube, 40-50 quid a month, which is nice and I really appreciate it, but not enough to sustain myself forever. One thing I want to do again this year, which I've done for the last 2 years, but it's kind of an annual trip now, to Scotland. Not decided where yet. Maybe one of the islands, or maybe somewhere up around Ben Nevis, maybe even do Ben Nevis. Not exactly sure yet. If there's anywhere in Scotland you want to recommend, feel free to comment down below. One thing I want to do this year, which I was not fully consistent with last year, is uploading every single week. So this year the plan is every single Sunday at 4 PM. If I have time, I'll try squeezing some extra videos, but no promises, because it takes a while to edit the videos, to be honest. Last year I did my first ever solo trip abroad. I'd love to do some more of them. Not exactly sure where yet. I've got some ideas, but if there is anywhere in particular, a country you'd like to see me go to, let me know. I'm mostly interested in nature and stuff. I don't mind a bit of sightseeing and like some historic buildings and that, but mostly just want to see natural places, mountains, waterfalls, really nice valleys, that kind of stuff. Another thing I said I was going to do last year, and I just never got round to it, and it's annoying because I should have done it, but it was to go on a multi-day walk, but like not just 2 nights, to do like a 4-5 night one, like the Dales Way, the Cumbria Way, the West Highland Way. I just feel like with stuff like that, it's easy. You look at the weather and you're never going to get 5 days of perfect weather, or you'd be very lucky if you did. And it's so easy just to talk yourself out of it, but I just broke my ankle. Good job I got boots on, look at that. At least a foot deep there. But like I was saying, it's easy to talk yourself out of it. This year I just need to commit to it. Maybe even in the next few months, just choose a week, go for it. If it's bad weather, more entertainment for you lot watching, isn't it? We just pushed that guy out of the snow, doing our bit for the community. We're pretty much at the top, literally just up here. It's just under 1,000 feet. I think it's like 282 meters, which is 900 and something feet. One of my goals for this year as well, on a personal level, is to try to do 10,000 steps every day, which isn't a crazy amount for someone that walks for a living almost. When I'm out walking at Lake District or whatever, I'm doing 20,000 a day, but I have the days in between easy to get lazy, and it's like, well, can't bother going out, I'll do like 1-2,000 a day. So this year I'm trying to stick to 10,000 a day every day, which works out about 5 miles. So far we're 8 days in, and I've done it every single day, and this walk, I mean, I do it today as well, so going well. I'll have to see if I can try do it all through the year. Forecast to be about -2, might be maybe a tad degree lower up here, it might be -3, and then now it's going to drop to -4, and in about 3 hours apparently it's going to drop to -8, which is crazy. But there we go, that's the trig point. The amount of times I came and did this walk in COVID, this was my daily walk every day nearly. But yeah, it's quite a nice walk, really good views. A month or 2 ago I got a really nice cloud inversion first thing in the morning, so I'll stick some pictures of that on the screen now. But yeah, it's a lovely spot, and it's literally like an hour and a half walk from my house, so it's really nice to have this just on your doorstep. Bit of yoga going on over there. And like, I could come and do a local camp up here sometime. I don't really know if that's the kind of thing you'd want to see, because like, do you want to see the Lake District, Scotland, Peak District and all that stuff, or are you sometimes happy just watching me do a camp in a more local area like this? Another thing I want to do, camping related, is go to a different country and just take a tent, small rucksack. I'm hoping I could try fit everything in here, which is like a 35 litre I think, or maybe if I got like a 40 litre and I could squeeze it in. If I can do that, a nice lightweight setup, and just trek across a country for, you know, 5-7 days or something, and just explore it on foot in a different country, I think it'd just be really nice. So love to do some stuff like that. Finally, the last thing related to camping is that I'd like to try do some bushcraft, but like, it seems like such a steep learning curve, but I'm just gonna have to sit down and try learn it, because I think it would be a really good skill to have. And I'd love to go up into Scotland just with like a little bushcraft knife and a few little bits of gear, and just survive for a few days in the woods, like an Outdoor Boys video. Obviously not quite as good, because he's on a different level, but I think that'd be really cool to do. So the final thing I want to do this year is do more running. I got into it a bit last year. I've done a few 5Ks, a few 10Ks, and I'm getting all right at it. I think I'm down to like a 21-minute 5K now, which isn't too bad. Which brings me onto something which I did use to get the 20-minute 5K or 21-minute 5K, because my PB was 22 minutes. All last year I couldn't beat it. I went out after having a cough. I've been really ill over Christmas with a bad cough and cold. And then I went out with these new shoes that I kindly got sent by a company, and I just beat the PB first time by a minute nearly. So I don't know much about running shoes, but I got sent these. They wanted me to do a little bit talking about them, so here I am talking about them. I don't know much about running shoes, but I'll tell you what I can about them. So here they are. They're by a brand called One Mix. I'll leave a link to them down in the description. Nice and lightweight. I think they're like 246 grams or something. They've got that mesh material, which is so thin, it almost feels like a sock, and it kind of laces up around you like nice and tight. And it does feel really nice when I'm running. I'm pretty sure these ones are carbon plated inside, so that's probably why I improved my 5K time so much. But I've only used them once because I've been ill and then we've had snow, so I've not had a chance to use them. But I am going to be using these over the next year. Maybe going to try do a half marathon this year, try get my fitness up, and obviously that'll help with camping and walking mountains and all that stuff. Also, they've got a heel to toe drop of 8mm. I know what heel to toe drop is. I don't know what the purpose of it is because I really don't know that much about running, but they feel good to run in for me. So if you're looking for some running shoes, feel free to check them out. I was going to do a running them today for this video, but like if you look at the conditions, just end up falling over and breaking a leg, and we don't want that at the start of the year, do we? Maybe I'll do a running video sometime. If you want to see me do a running video, let me know. Deeper than my boot, literally over the top of my boot. This is deep here. Whoa, look at that. That is deep. Like, I don't know how you can tell how deep it is, but like, it's deep. Still up to my knees. It's pretty hard though. Like, it's got a hard layer on top and then you just sink beneath it. Hands are cold after that. I was going to stay up here for a sunset, but looking at the weather, doesn't look like we're going to get much of one, so I may as well head down because it is getting cold now. I think it is probably about -3, -4. So I best get down before it really drops to like -7. But that's going to be it for this video. I know it's been a bit of a different one. One more where I'm just kind of talking at the camera, which I don't really do. If you do want more of this kind of content, let me know. If there's anything you want to see me do in 2025, comment down below and I'll definitely consider it. Within reason though, don't tell me to do anything too silly. I hope you all had a good 2024 and have an even better 2025. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like and drop a sub. And if you want to watch another one of my videos, click the screen now.